Well, this is just a quick video on the Hoover whirlwind. Now I've finished it. I've just briefly tested it and it works okay, so it's now a bit dusty in there, but of course I'll vacuum that out in a little while. Haven't done anything apart from vacuum out the bin and filter on its Zoom friend, but here it is in okay condition. Pretty scuffed though. I'm still gonna... Bleh. Right, okay, let's start again. I still need to find a better crevice tool because I can't really get rid of it with a dog-chewed crevice tool. It all came up quite clean. This is a load of... Whenever you use something like this, I don't know why, but there's always stuff waiting there to be sucked in that didn't get sucked in right. That's what it picked out of a small rug, so that's pretty good. It works well on carpets, you can't really use it for anything else, and the hose is hatefully short. And the suction's pretty pathetic. Has a basically Dyson switch in it. Now I think that is 2016 week 5, so it's under a year old. No, over a year old, sorry. And the motor was absolutely tiny. It was literally tiny. If you've ever had a DC03 motor out, it was probably about the same size as that. Slightly bigger belt spindle though. So I'll let you see it working, then I'll vacuum it out and decide what to do. I might stick it on Gumtree for a tenner, see what happens. If not, I might see if George wants it in his shop window. So let's give it a go. Quite quiet though, I have to give it that. There's still a hint of dog smell, but I guess there's nothing we can really do about that. So I'll probably chuck a smelly in it, vacuum out the bin and make sure all the airways have not got any bits of grit in them, and then decide how to get rid of it. As much as I'd love to smash it up, I wouldn't, because it's so new that it's hardly had a life. I could keep it and use it as a daily. How fun would that be? And I think if I had to use something like this for a daily, it would be in the bin after day 1 basically. It's good for carpets. I mean, it performs okay on carpets, but everything else, the hose is pretty awkward to try and get back in. Well, with one hand, but even with two, you've got the crevice tool in the way, and then when you do get it back in, it's a tight fit. And then the squeegee's underneath. Here is underneath, by the way. It's picked up a string, obviously, because it's an old carpet and it was getting caught on the fibres there. That scuffing wouldn't come off, but you'll see squeegees make it really hard to push. It's awful, really. And then it stands up a little bit better. It's still pretty terrible, but I reckon it's probably supposed to be like that from new, really. I mean, of course, if you put a bit of force on something without a catch, it will just go down. But not as easily as this one does. Let's wrap the flex up. It just fits around. That's something I hate on uprights. If the flex doesn't reach and they don't provide a clip, this one at least has a clip. Sometimes people nick them for something that has another flex, or they don't have one. So I'll try and find something better that fits. If not, I can only really get a tenner for this, so I might as well just leave it on. It did clean up well though. Oh well, nearly. It's a bit grubby inside. I think this had seen water. There was loads of fluff and dog hair stuck inside, and it smelled of something that comes out your backside. Dogs, cats, and cigarettes. That's what this did smell like. It smells good, okay now. It still smells a hint of dog in it though. Don't think I actually polished it. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to polish it. So actually it looks okay, but I will polish it before I do whatever. Okay, I'll remember. So time to clean it up again and start doing something about that. I don't want to change the cable and that. The cheap things like this, they use these, especially Vax and Hoover, they use these horrible crimps, and it like crimps a few wires together. In order to get the cable out, you have to chop the crimps off and do it all again. So, oh well, I think it'll be the cable. You've seen the state that's in. But thanks for watching. I'm blabbing on now. See you later.